racism, right, there is negative and positive one.
Okay, I disagree with that, but I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, there's positive racism.
Alright guys, are you all aware of this law in Singapore where if you are a kid below 1.35 meters, you need to have a booster seat in the car?
Wow.
There's such thing, man.
No, you didn't know
I
about
only
this.
know when you're a child, like a very young
Like
child.
a baby or something, right? You need a child seat.
Toddler or whatever. Yeah.
Babies need child seat, and then when you age a bit and you grow slightly taller, you need to have a booster seat also.
Oh.
Up till 1.35 meters, then no need already.
Oh.
For every car lah.
For every car except taxis.
Okay.
So for practical reasons, they don't implement this for taxis lah. So since you all didn't know about this, I actually have a video to show you all. It starts off with something related to the law, but it escalates into something else. Okay, so watch this video.
The baby is 1.35 already want to give you a chance already.
Huh? What baby?
Your baby is less than 1.
Uncle, my daughter is 9 years old. She is 1.37.
We just measure the salt.
She is 1.37.
Don't argue with me. The meter is 1.35.
Okay, complain.
Complain is good because you are very illegal.
Illegal for what, Uncle? What did I do? My daughter is 9 years old.
In the other way. That's why it's illegal. Wrong. 194 is I know it's well here. You don't think Haolian eh?
我不是好脸的
You
Uncle.
are India. I'm Chinese.
Uncle, I'm
It's not that you are India.
What?
I'm a Chinese. You are the very worst driver. What's bad customer?
Uncle, I'm Singaporean Eurasian, not Indian. For being racist, I'm going to put you on Facebook.
Nobody.
I am Singaporean Eurasian.
I know you in India. I'm Chinese. You try to be funny with me.
Okay. I'm Indian, huh, Uncle? Regardless, they're Singaporean Indians, by the way. For your information,
No worry. Just talk about what about.
Okay, you are
I'm just
racist.
a driver only.
You are racist. You are racist. I will post this on...
Okay, so there's the video. What are your thoughts about this?
The escalation is like real quick, huh? Yeah, because I feel that, okay, obviously the uncle is racist lah, right? The uncle is racist because the whole situation, right, got nothing to do, like the earlier conflict, got nothing to do with race. Suddenly, I think also because his English not very good, he don't know how to answer back.
Don't know how to shoot back.
Straight away, I Chinese, you Indian, you keep quiet. Something like that. Yeah.
I think, I can understand, right, why he's so angry. Because just now got one period, he said that, I know where this location is, like, right. That means, right, the girl probably suggested the initial time that this is the place. So, but then, I mean, this is TADA, right? They all have their own maps, one ma. So if let's say the taxi were to just follow the map, then, or like even if a small mistake, right, shouldn't blow up until this extent. So there's a chance, right, I think that before the video that she took, right, they already had a heated argument already.
Yeah. If not, the camera won't come out.
Yeah, correct.
So apparently what happened was the lady told him to go to this location and we can assume she gave him some kind of direction that wasn't what he wanted.
Yeah.
The most optimal.
And then
It wasn't the most optimal lah.
yeah. So what she said was the guy called her stupid. Say you're Indian, you're stupid or something along those lines. So she took out the phone and started recording everything.
Wow.
I feel that because there's a kid, right? Or the daughter, 9 years old, in the car, right? I feel like he shouldn't have reacted like this. I mean, he wouldn't care less lah. But I feel that with a presence of a kid, right, we should, as adults, learn how to control certain reaction.
Okay, so do you feel it is okay if he had reacted this way if the kid is not around?
It's not okay.
Okay, then why is the kid being around an important factor now?
You think it's okay or what?
No. As in, okay, because the baseline is, okay, I feel like it makes it worse. Because the kid is there. Yeah, because we can all agree that what he is doing is wrong, ma. Yeah, so what makes it worse is that the kid is there. Because this type of things, it will stick to them when as they grow up, man. Then they will start questioning certain things about their own identity. In this case, specifically their race. They will go back and think about, why this Chinese uncle is over here, drawing certain lines. Why is she calling us Indians? And what is the problem with being Indians in Singapore, Mummy?
What's wrong with the sky?
Okay, so clearly we can see some racial discrimination going on, right? The reason why I thought of taking this news, there are a lot of racial news that we don't really cover, but this one in particular, I thought it was important to address because there's this idea about racism that maybe we can explore today.
Okay.
We can all agree that racism, there are varying degrees to it. You can be quite racist, you can be very racist. It all comes under the whole umbrella, and there's a whole continuum. It's like a spectrum of racist acts or racist mentality that you can have. You can break this down into 3 blocks. The first block is people who are not racist, or rather they don't display the racism even when you provoke them. Okay? So if they have some kind of racism within, we don't know.
Hidden racism.
Maybe, we don't know. But they do not display it. Okay? The third one is without provocation, they display racism.
KP.
Outrightly racist.
KP, outrightly racist.
Cannot be. I'm the least racist.
He racist against white people, bro.
And of course, within the blocks itself, you have also varying degrees, right? Like, for example, the blatant racism one, that time we covered the Nyan Poly guy. The guy would fall maybe at the lower end of it. And then at the higher end, you have like gas juice and all this kind of stuff. So I feel the most important one that we should address and we should look into is the middle block, which is the biggest block. And this block is, if you are not provoked, you don't display anything. But when you're provoked,
Play the race card.
now the racism comes out. Okay, and I feel this event that I just showed you all the video, right? It falls into this block. The reason why I feel this block may be the most important to be concerned about is because the first one, they don't really display it. You would be reading too much into situations if you want to dig something out. The last one, everybody can see. So people will speak out against it. But it's the middle one that people may not know. Because these latent tendencies, right, they do not surface until situation requires it or situation calls for it. But what it also means is, on their day-to-day life, these tendencies are present.
Yeah.
It's just not showing at the surface. And this is the most insidious form of racism.
You know, there was this one time I took a taxi, right? And then we had a chat lah, and that was during the presidential period of time. And then the taxi drivers just say, "You don't realize that all our ministers are all Indians, man?" Like that. Then he said it with a tone that is like, you know, pulling it down like that. You know,
It's
this
bad
guy,
that they are already.
yeah, correct. And then I asked him, what is it so bad about it? Because like, you know, they are of substance, right? They can bring our country to another level. What's so wrong about it?
Can I ask you, why is it insidious had to be the middle block?
Okay, because clearly this part is the most subtle form of racism.
And
But it is the most harmful part because people don't normally speak out against it.
But like, I believe that everybody will have certain kind of prejudice towards certain people.
The race that is not their own.
I don't know. Like for me, I am adopted by a Eurasian family. I grew up with an Indian family. I have like a lot of friends from Bangladesh. I go to SCDF. I hang out with a lot of Malays and all. But then like, they are all my friends and I'm okay with them. But sometimes I do have like other like certain thoughts about
What kind of thoughts?
like okay. Like, you know those people that patronize like Siam and all, right?
Okay.
There's two kinds. One of them are Sims where they bring the Thai girls until like, they're super good.
Okay.
But the others is like, they are just Thai girls. They are below us. That kind of thinking. Yeah, they are, just because they are from Thailand, they are below us. Or like, you marry a Vietnamese wife or must be bi one, that kind of thing. They think that people from this specific country or their race, right, they are below a certain standard lah. So certain caste level. But I feel that like a large amount of people, right, falls in the middle group. I don't know lah. Maybe I also have that tendency, but I don't think
You fall in the first block lah.
No.
I don't
Third block. Okay, I feel right. It's innate in us where we are studying racism. Racist, sorry. Because we are always from whatever civilization or whatever time, as long as human, right, we are always separated into groups, or into tribes, in last time. So as this goes by and whatnot, right, yes, we might live among each other and whatnot, but I think it's natural to know that, okay, this is my people.
If let's say now we explore this idea of tribes, right? You can say that a long time ago, we come from the same place, they come from a different place, we have our tribe, they have their tribe. And then along the way, as we evolve, we take different forms of tribalism. Race was one form of tribalism. So maybe you talk about the early 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, at that point when Singapore was just trying to form itself, you say we are segregated by race. So the different racial groups, they form their own tribes. That's fine. And maybe you can even make the case that some races feel superior to others at that point in time. That's fine. But a lot has evolved along the way, and tribalism has evolved along with it. So what used to be, I'm going to identify myself with race, people of my same race, now has changed to like, I'm going to identify with people who maybe support the same team, maybe like the same brands. You're an Apple guy, I'm an Apple guy, this Android guy.
That's another kind of tribe.
And this is what tribalism has evolved into. It has no longer taken the shape of, you are my race, I am your race, so we are brothers. It is no longer
It's
that.
not that broad anymore.
Because the difference from last time and now has been very muted. Last time it was quite pronounced. Today the difference between race is almost negligible. But there are much more bigger differences that can be associated with tribes. Initially what I was thinking, this is how the stupid people think, right? Because you have little to go with, so you just, stick with race and all this kind of stuff. But tribalism is not just for stupid people. Even smart people resort to it sometimes. Like for example, you look at Vivian Balakrishnan. There was this one time he say, this guy from RI must be a lousy school. That is a form of tribalism. I'm an AC boy, you're an RI boy, different tribe. You see this Chuan Jin, he scolded the guy, populist and all, right? That is also a form of tribalism. Why? Because we are not parliamentarians with different views. We are not. I'm one tribe, you are a different tribe. And that's why I don't like your tribe. So it's not just exclusive to the ill-informed and uneducated. But what I've noticed is a lot of people who subscribe to this racial tribalism tend to be uneducated. And it shows because when you don't have other things to associate yourself with,
There's only that one.
yeah, and it comes from something that no longer even exists. Imagine last time you are very pro Nokia. Today we all using iPhone, Android, all right. You still very pro Nokia. You smart or stupid?
Yeah, that's right.
I ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that kampong days easier? Okay, lesser of these type of things. Nowadays, maybe more. Do you think that racism is talked about too much? Or do you feel that we should be talking about racism like how we are, like how the society is now?
The thing is, I think it's not about last time and now. I think now it's more pronounced because of how technology is, because we are more access to internet. But last time, right, I believe within the kampongs, right, they are actually very racist one, no? Like they actually go, they are more heads on than right now. Like right now we are more cultured, we are more
And the truth is, it is because of how civilization has evolved, right?
yeah, correct.
Racism was obviously more present back then than it is now.
It is, yeah.
But the difference is,
It's more okay back then.
it's not that it's more okay, but there are bigger problems to solve.
Ah.
When there are bigger problems to solve, you close one eye on certain things. But now we are living in good times. So we don't want to have even the small problems. And that is why it's talked about to this extent. Also because it's easy to spread a message like this, right?
Careful what you say around these folks. They're easily offended.
I feel that, right? Okay, I feel that honestly, right? Racism, right? There is negative and positive one.
Okay, I disagree with that, but I know what you're referring to.
Yeah, there's positive racism.
Okay,
Right.
and that is?
Like example.
You're referring to like stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
Like probably Indians
Like-
can do math and stuff. Those kind of
Yeah,
things,
like if
right?
I see like if I want to save money or something, I ask my my friend from India or something, he can help me save. Hey, say wow, you good lah. Wow, you know you got a connection this or like yeah, you know, like this kind of it's a racist thought that hey, Indian can help
But
me
it's
save
not a
money.
racist thought, right?
How is it not racist? It's
Where is the
Race involved.
yeah? Where no, the race is involved, but where is the discriminatory part of it, or where is the maybe the supremacy part of it?
okay, what about he say, wow, you don't know how to do this, but you're good at you're good at saving money, yeah?
Then the first part is just racist.